Hey everybody, what's going on this Saturday afternoon? Hope you guys are all having a wonderful, wonderful day. Make sure you like the video on your way in, please, and thank you. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel if you haven't already subscribed. And also, make sure you share. Please share the video on your favorite social media, whether it's Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, whichever one's your favorite. And also, in the chat, I posted the link for our Facebook group. I want to make sure everybody learns about the Facebook group that's over. Basically, we go over same thing as here, different television shows, reality shows, celebrity news, trending news. So make sure you hop on over there and request to join, and I will add you to the group. And also, there's another link in the chat, and that is to my professional cake decorating page, which is also on Facebook. So click that link and you can go over there and you can follow me on that page as well if you like. And if you are in the Omaha area where I am on the first of every month, if you're subscribe to my YouTube channel and my page on Facebook, Tanya's Delight Slice by Slice, then you are eligible to hit me up on the first of the month to enter to win a free cake made by me. So make sure again you go over there and check that out and check out our Facebook group as well. Now, Star. I hope you guys got a chance to watch it. I know I'm a little late. I think it came on Wednesday night. So I'm playing catch up. But anywho, if you didn't watch it, you're about to get all the spoilers. We're about to get in deep with this. But the show. It starts off with one second. Make sure I shared it on my Facebook page. I don't know why I be forgetting sometimes. Make sure it's public. Yep, it's public too. Okay, I got it shared on my Facebook. So, the show started off with Mateo. Mateo, he now is over Gravity Records, which is actually a new name, thanks to Carletta. They're trying to get the group and the record, off the ground. And she's been interviewed by this female reporter. And Mateo, he's looking on still with doubts because he's concerned that, Carlotta, she doesn't have the ability to put Gravity Records on the map. And then while, staring at Mateo while she's being interviewed by the reporter, she's like, trying to get him a little reassurance, on the slide. So she tells the reporter, like my granny always said, don't let your mouth write a check that your ass cannot cash. Hint, hint to Mateo. In other words, she got this. That's what she's trying to say. She got this because he don't think that she's going to be able to pull it off. But anywho, Cassie, who was that white dude that she's sucking all on and stuff? I don't think I've seen him before this episode, but anyway, his name is Xander. Let me make sure I say it right. His name is Xander. And she's up there, sitting on his lap in her little lingerie and everything. He got his hand around her neck. At first, I didn't know what was going on. Then I realized he wasn't about to choke the life out of her. It was about to be a little love making going on. And, some people like to have a little choke game going on. But anywho, they're up there talking and she's discussing how she's trying to quit hustling. She's trying to get out the streets. She don't want to be, doing what she used to, including killing. So she's telling him, what? She wants to run her own club, and he's pretty much willing, to help her with that. And on top of that, she really, really wants to prove to her sister, Carlotta, Queen Latifah, that, she's more than just a street. She's more than just a, hoe. She's more than just, some ratchet trick out there. That's what Carlotta, that's her words. Not mine. That's her words. And so, she needs Xander's help to do that. And I guess, besides being tired of that street life, she just wants to prove that she can do something else. So Xander, while he got his hand wrapped around her throat, he's telling her, I got you, he's going to take care of her and everything. Um, but I guess they must have been involved in like some shady things in the past. He just looks like he's no good. I mean, I really don't know his backstory too much, but from what I can see, he just looks like he's no good. And besides the sex that he's getting from her, it seems like in the end it's going to be something else that he's going to need her to repay him with besides sex, but we shall see. And then Star, I guess she done told what's his name, Bobby, about her baby to be. And Bobby promises, I'm gonna be there, I'm gonna be the best dad, you're not gonna have to worry about anything. I'm like, hold up. Have we already determined that he's the father? Because she was messing around with him. She was messing around with Noah. So I'm still kind of unsure if Bobby is the actual father. And I don't know. I don't know. And then they about to go up and perform, and I'm like, what's up with her hair? What I don't know what they're trying to pull off with this look tonight. But all their hairdos, I was like, what is going on? And she had like this throwback Dolly Parton look. The hair was all pushed back and hanging down. Like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what look they were going for, but it was so not the business. So not the business. And then Simone, she done landed a leading role in a movie. So why isn't she excited? I mean, you would think that she would be excited, but you know what? Star was like, what's wrong with you? You know how many people wish they could land a leading role in a movie? And she's like all down and everything. Like, what is wrong with you? But I think what it was, Star just, I mean, Simone just didn't hit her just yet. So, as Star is talking to her, she starts to get more, into it and starts, feeling it a little more. She's like, yeah, I'm going to be a star. I'm going to be a star. But then her sister was like, but in the meantime, you ain't no star yet. You ain't no leading star yet. So you need to hurry and get ready for this show that they about to put on tonight. And so, Simone, she goes and get ready to go on because I guess they're performing. And Noah, at first, Noah wasn't really feeling taking a step back from the other artists, but he's going to open up tonight. So he's going to open up in front of Star and what's it called? Take Three, Star, Simone, and Alex. And Alex, okay, remember how she had got into a plane crash. There was a girl sitting next to her, or a young lady sitting next to her, who was like a starstruck fan. She just could not believe that she was sitting next to Alex, and she was going on, snapping, taking selfies, asking Alex, about this, that, and the third. Alex, though, she wasn't really having it. She was like, I really don't want to talk. Do you have to talk? I just want to sit here and I just want to be at peace. Just leave me alone. And so the girl, she was just like, oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Excuse me. I didn't mean to, upset you. I'm just so excited. I'm a big fan of yours and whatnot. So, Alex was kind of like brushing her off and stuff until that plane started shaking. And then all of a sudden, oh, they holding hands now. They holding hands. And Alex, when the plane crashed, she was like hurt. But the girl who we come to find out her name was Olivia? No, Bianca. Her name was Bianca. She was way more hurt than Alex. And Alex kept telling the rescuers, you know what, see about her. I'm okay. They still, once they realized she was Alexandria, the star, the singer, the celebrity, they kept on looking over that other lady, Bianca, and they, was doing their best to get Alex out of there. After the plane crash, Alex, I guess she was trolling on Bianca's, social media, probably Instagram or Facebook, and she had got in contact with this female who supposedly claims that she's Bianca's sister. Her name is Olivia. So she sends for Olivia. I guess she felt kind of guilty because of how she treated Bianca, before the plane crash. So for some reason, she felt inclined to, have Olivia come out there to spend time with her, to meet the group, to see them perform, and, all that kind of stuff. Just being nice. And when Olivia came out there, I can't help but feeling like something just was not right. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about this. Because everything seemed cool. Everything seemed cool until Alex got to explain to her, about the wreck, about the plane crash, about how, her sister was sitting right next to her and her sister passed. And then her sister got upset. Olivia, the one who claims she's Bianca's sister, she got upset and she ran out, and it's all your fault that my sister is dead and, all this. And I'm like, what? Where that okay? And so then anyway, she's now blaming Alex for her sister's death. And I'm like, wow. I don't know. I don't feel it. Just don't feel right. I'm having doubts about her relationship with Bianca. And you know why? Because later when Olivia had called her, I guess she in a roundabout way wanted to apologize, but not apologize, for getting upset and running out and everything. Um, and Alex, when she came to the hotel, she hears this music in the background, and it's a beautiful voice. And she was like, "Who is that? Is that you? Is that you singing?" And the girl was like, "Yeah, that's me." And she was like, "My sister, she always said, how one day she can see me on a stage performing and doing everything that Alex does." So now y'all see why I'm having doubts. Am I the only one who feels like this chick is suspect? Like, okay, I'm not saying that maybe that really is her sister. Maybe. But even if it is her sister, maybe she's trying to use a guilt trip to get Alex help her, with her singing career or something. I don't know. That's just what I'm getting out of it, but we shall see. And then Derek, his grandma, Miss Ruby, when that intruder had broke into her house, and remember, Derek was the one who left the window open. And when Miss Ruby was going to the window to shut the window, she heard somebody behind her. It was a intruder. It was an intruder. It was this guy, and I guess his name is Mike. Um, I thought was going to possibly be able to fight him off, or maybe Derek would happen to come back home, in enough time to, scare him off or beat him down or call the cops, get arrested, whatever. But he ended up raping her, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe he really did rape her. And Derek is up there talking to her, trying to console her and stuff because she's just broken up about the whole thing. I mean, who wouldn't be? But then the fact that you're a grandma, you're an elder. I mean, she's old enough to be that dude's grandma, and he raped her. I mean, that's just horrible. But anyway, he's trying to get her to remember, certain things, but she can't remember nothing. The only thing that she can remember is the fact that he was branded, on his shoulder. Like, I don't know what kind of branding it was, because even when we saw him later, I still couldn't tell what the heck it was on his arm. But anyway, she told Derek he was branded on his arm. So hopefully he'll be able to find out who he was. And then in the last episode, I also was like, I think Derek will not leave, because remember Derek was supposed to leave the next day and go out of town. And I was like, I have a feeling that he's not going anywhere, that he's going to stick around. He's going to stay with his grandma and, take care of her, be with her, after what all happened, which, as he should. But then, Carlotta, she meets up with Xander, and I guess she believes that he's providing, Cassie with her coins to open up the shop. And she's right. And she's right. And he's also helped her to open up a record label. Like, what did she call her record later? Karma. She was like, Karma is a bitch. And I'm like, what? Okay, I guess it's a competitive thing. Cassie, ever since she's been younger, ever since she was little, she's always competed against Carlotta. And regardless, how much she tries to compete, Carlotta always is the one that comes off, on top. So Cassie, this is her way of trying to get over Carlotta and also to try to get some of her artists. And she's going to use Xander to do it. Xander claims, I ain't got nothing to do with this. And if I did, what's the problem? But she knows that her and Carlotta and him used to be involved in some shady dealings back in the day. So she's thinking that he's probably still, got his hands dirty, and the money that, he's giving her to open this shop is really going to benefit him and get her sister in some type of trouble. And she's right, because basically what he's trying to do is he gave her the money to open up her shop. He gave her, well, not shop, but her club. He gave her the money to also start up, her record label. But what Carlotta believes is he's going to end up laundering money through her label and also through her club. So in theory, I guess she's really looking out for her sister, even though her sister don't never look out for her. Cassie is always trying to get at Carlotta. So I don't know. I would have been done with my sister a long time ago, especially after the murder of High Heel. I would have been done but what, Carlotta, I guess she's like, that's my sister. That's my sis. But anyway, she tells him, if I find out that you got anything shady going on and my sister's involved, I'm going to have that shut down. But he's like, you know what? You from the street. You ain't going to do that. You ain't going to do that. You ain't no snitch. Who said she got to go to the cops? Who said she has to go to the cops to get your stuff shut down? But anyway, we talking about Carlotta here, and she's hood. But anyway, Olivia, again, I think she's up to something. After she had mentioned that she sings, her sister just happened to tell her, you know what, you're going to be just like Alex. I know one day you're going to be on the stage just like Alex. Again, I think that's a coincidence that she met her on Snapchat or Instagram or whatever. I know it was social media. But she's like, I don't know, maybe out of guilt, maybe out of pity. She told her, you know what? She has a beautiful voice. We cannot deny that. And, her sister passed. Alex feels kind of guilty about, the rescuers paying more attention to her and her sister, than her sister. So I think that's why she told her, you know what, maybe I can help you out. Maybe I can help you write a few songs, help you pin a number or two. And I'm like, okay. I think this is where it starts. I think this is where it starts. But y'all let me know. Am I reaching? Am I reaching? I really think that this is a conspiracy, but y'all let me know what y'all think. And as far as Noah, everybody is fighting over him. Carlotta wants him to stay with Gravity. Noah has in mind, though, that he wants to be in control. He wants to be more in control. He didn't have that before with Carlotta. And Ayana, when she used to run the business. And now that Mateo, is running the business, he still thinks he won't have a chance of being more free to write his own songs, to be able to own his own tracks, you know what I mean? He wants to be able to make more decisions. And so she's, telling him, I got your back. I know what you want. I know what you need. I'm here for you. I got your back. On the flip side, we got Carlotta's ex in his ear, and we also got Cassie in his ear. But he tells them, you know what? I think I'm going to stick with Carlotta. I've been with her so long. Carlotta didn't have my back. And I think I'm going to stay with Carlotta. But even his dad, he doesn't know, and matter of fact, his dad's name is Bobby. he doesn't believe that he can have what he wants, at Gravity. Now his dad, he's been like in and out of his life, over the past few years. He left him when he was younger. His dad has nowhere to stay right now and been living in his car. And so Noah, he's really not trying to take advice from him because for one, he left him when he was a little kid. For two, he ain't got nothing of his own. So how's he gonna give him advice on his career? He ain't got no job. He ain't making no money. He was living in the car, and now he's sleeping on Noah's couch. And so Noah was like, you know what? I ain't trying to hear you, Pops. I ain't trying to hear you. I know what I'm doing. But anyway, he don't think Carlotta's gonna make that happen. But that's his career. That's Noah's career. And what started off as a, friendly, well, not too friendly, but as a casual father-son conversation, quickly turned left. Bobby, he basically told Noah that he needed a way to make money. He's going to try to get out there and make some money. For some reason, Noah believes, is he trying to say, you know what? You want to get that money from me? His dad basically he's not there to try to use him. But Noah thinks that he's there to just, take his money from him, freeload off of him, sleep on his couch, And when he explained to him the real reason why he was down on his luck right now, I guess he was involved with a man, his boyfriend, guy friend, lover, partner, whatever you want to call it, and his partner passed. I didn't get why he passed. I don't think they spoke about that. But when Noah was going off on him, Bobby was like, I don't give a doggone if I was or was not around when you was a child, but you still gonna respect me because I am your father. I am your father, and you still gonna respect me. And besides that, he was like, I'm not trying to freeload off of you. I'm not trying to take anything from you. I'm going to get a job and I'm going to pay you back. And I'm like, why I swear, every show that I have been reviewing lately, I mean, whether reality shows or whether scripted shows, I swear they all, somebody in the show has a storyline with some daddy issues. Every single one of them. But I don't know what's up with that. But anyway, maybe that's just a coincidence. But Cassie, aka Brandy, in real life, I actually, between her and Monica, I actually preferred Monica. Not saying I don't like Brandy because I like her music as well. But just hearing her sing in this episode, I'm like, she still got it. She still got it. And Monica, she does too. One thing I don't understand is why a lot of women like them or a lot of R&B people, period, who still has it, ended their careers so early. Like, I think Brandy, she made she made about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 albums. And I think Monica maybe made about 4 or 5 albums. They seemed like they was always, like the industry was always pinning them two against each other. Or, when one made a record, the other one had to come. When one had a single, the other one had to have a single. And then, of course, they had that song, The Boy Is Mine, which I love. I still love that song. But anyway, I just wish both of them would get back on the music scene because R&B, I swear, it's just not what it used to. Matter of fact, who out there doing R&B right now? Most of the stuff is whack. Most of it is whack. But anyway, Take 3. They're supposed to perform. Take 3 is the name of the group. I'm sure you guys all know that if you've been following the show. But that's Star, Simone, and Alex's group. And they get a call they're about to perform, but Star gets a call from Detective Batista. And it was regarding Brody. Now, Brody is her father. And being that she's having a baby now, she just feels, I think Brody, even though he hasn't really, been there, in her life, that it's time to, get with her dad and try to, reunite, because she's got a baby on the way. And she just feels like, her mom isn't around. Uh, just feel like maybe grandpa, deserves a chance to be in her baby's life. So anyway, detective, he calls and she's like, come on, Simone, we gotta go, something's wrong. Alex is standing there like in the dressing room, like, where y'all going? Y'all just gonna leave me? Y'all just gonna leave me? And I'm like, when they got there to the morgue where her dad was, I didn't expect that he was gonna be dead. Um, Star, she kind of took it hard because, for one, she found out that her dad had tried to reach out to her before he was electrocuted. And I need to, y'all fill me in. I can't remember what it was that he did for some reason. And I don't feel like going back watching any episodes. So y'all fill me in. I can't remember what he did, but anyway, she kind of feels bad because she wasn't there when he wanted to speak to her. She didn't get to speak to him for the last time before, he got electrocuted. So when she gets back to the performance and when it was time to go on, she's up there about to sing and everything. And then she just starts having these visions or whatnot. And I don't know. She just storms off the stage. Everybody like, what the heck is going on with Star? She just storms off the stage and tells her supposedly baby daddy to get her out of here. But I'm telling y'all, you know what? I'm gonna make a bet. We're gonna make a bet. I think that I really think Noah is the baby dad. I think that baby is gonna come out mixed. Y'all let me know if y'all wrong. I do not think that is his baby. I don't know why. It would just be too. I mean, come on. The whole show is surrounded around drama. So it would just be too right for the baby to be his. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. But anyway, as far as the storyline behind Noah with his dad, when I was saying that, his dad has been sleeping in his car. Noah just assumed that his dad was, came to find him just because he was down on his luck. But if his dad wouldn't have found him, he'd probably be dead. Because remember, he was about to jump off that building and commit suicide. But his dad came looking for him. And the reason why he was looking for him because he needed a place to stay. But while looking for him, he saved his life. Possibly. I don't know if he would have jumped early. Oh, hey, how you doing, Goddess? Goddess of Light. I love that name. Just sitting here discussing Star. Did you watch the last episode? Hey. Thanks for checking in. But his father, potentially, probably saved his life. So if his dad needed a place to stay, hey, you could be dead. You could be right on the ground right now, or right in morgue right now, right next to Star's dad. So I think a thank you would be suffice. But anyway, his father basically tells him, you know what? I was with somebody. He was in love with somebody. They was in a relationship. It was a man. They weren't married. After he died. Oh, you go. Thank you. After he died, okay. Like a lot of people in relationships, when you're not married, regardless if you involved with the same sex or the opposite sex, when you're not married and everything is in one person's name and they die, if you don't live in one of those places where, after, what is it, like a law after 7 years, they automatically you can say you married legally after 7 years. You can't get anything if the house is in their name. You can't get the house. If the cars, if the bank accounts, any of that stuff, you can't get them in the name. You can't get any of that. And that's basically what happens to Noah's father. So he's explained to him, I was good. I had a life. I was doing good, although he wasn't in his life. That's a whole nother story. But he was doing good. And just because his spouse or his boyfriend passed, he's homeless. No money, no job. And I guess he didn't have no job or anything. Common law. Thank you, Goddess. I was trying to think of that name. Common law marriage. When you've been married, well, when you've been together for 7 years. I know we don't have that here in Nebraska. I know that for sure. But yeah, if you're not in one of those states or have something set up like a will or something, and you're involved with somebody and stand with them and everything is in their name, if they pass, you're going to be short. But anyway, that's what happens to Noah's dad. So, he kind of felt kind of bad by the way he was treating them. And you saw he was crying and everything. And then when he was about to go on, he was like, Dad, before you go, how do I look? And his dad was like, you look great, son. You look great. So I think right there was when Noah kind of like, the ice kind of started melting and the walls started coming down. And he was kind of like, you know what? I forgive you. I forgive you. You said some states are 6 months? Are you for real? 6 months? Wow. So if I stayed with some dude for 6 months, I can say I was married now? No ring, no proposal, no nothing. 6 months, I'll be like, I was married now. Have me a little bachelorette party. But that's crazy. I did not know there were some places where it's considered common law at 6 months. Wow. That's great. That's good to know, though. That's interesting. That's really interesting. I need a drink. Oh Lord, oh Lord. But then Club Karma, Noah, when he got ready to perform, again, like I was saying, he was opening up for Star, Simone, and Alex and them for Take 3. In a previous life, he wouldn't have wanted to do that, but he's believing, well, at least I thought he was believing that Carlotta was going to have him back. And especially when it comes to him making his own decision or making more decisions about his music, about his records. No, he wants to be not, of course, not independent, but he wants to own his own stuff. He's opening up for Take 3. And when he gets on the stage, I was like so impressed. All of these people on this show can sing. That's just like Empire. I like Empire because Hakeem, he can rap. His brother Jamal can sing. They really have good voices. And when he was on that stage, that was really when I realized that he did forgive his dad, because he dedicated the song that he was singing to his dad. The song was called Papa Was a Rolling Stone. At first I was like, is that a dig? Is that a dig? And it could have been. It could have been a dig. But it represented, his father. And he wanted to dedicate it to his father. And he did a great performance. He tore that up. I was like, yes, go Noah, go Noah. And at that time, the crazy part was, or the irony of that was, when he was singing that song, Papa Was a Rolling Stone, his dad wasn't really in his life. At that same moment, Star and Simone was at the morgue, and Star was getting all her dad's belongings. And it was just so ironic how both of their fathers weren't really in their life, and the song was dedicated to his dad, but you know what I mean. And then, after she found out that her dad was electrocuted, that's when she came back and she was basically like, nope, I don't feel like performing. She told her baby daddy I stress that baby daddy because I don't think that's her baby daddy. But anyway, she was like, I want to get out of here. And y'all tell me this. Why do y'all think Simone snitched on Mateo? I'm like, okay. First off, Simone is married. She's married. And then, second of all, she slept. She slept with Mateo's wife the first day she met her. And then she wants to tell Mateo's wife that he was back there all over the lady reporter, you know, the lady that was interviewing Queen Latifah. Well, not Queen Latifah, Carlotta. Why would she do that? And I'm like, is it because she is trying to have Mateo's wife for herself? And if that is the case, she's already married. Yeah, you need to catch up. When was the last episode you watched? Because this is just episode 3. So you're not that far behind. You need to just go ahead and binge watch it. Get you some popcorn. Get you a little wine. And you might as well go ahead and binge watch it this weekend before the next episode come on. Because that'll be Wednesday. But yeah, she went in, she was like telling on him and everything. And I'm like, oh my God, I don't see this working out for her good at all. Because I just don't understand why she did that. And then I haven't even seen her. The last time I saw her speak with her husband was like 2 episodes ago when she first came back to Atlanta. So she hasn't even talked to him. Yeah, make sure you watch the next one. And Derek, he's up there on stage. And you remember his grandma had told him, you know, I don't remember a lot about the dude who raped me. But what I do remember is that he had he had some kind of branding on his arm. And he's up there at the performance at the event. And he notices a guy out in the crowd. And I guess he has like a tank top on. And so you can see the branding all the way up on his shoulder. And automatically, he thinks that's the man that raped his grandma. So he runs out there into the crowd. But then it's like the dude just disappeared. So I'm like, did he really see him? Did he not see him? I don't know if the producers is trying to make us think that he crazy. Or if he really saw him, the dude just happened to just, disappear that quickly. But anyway, after the lady reporter was done interviewing Carlotta, well, actually, no. After Carlotta was done, with her business and everything, the lady reporter, she was like, you know what? Can we finish this interview? Because she never did finish the interview in the beginning. And right after that, Carlotta realizes that her sister is still being slimy. And Noah tells her that he's decided to sign on with Karma, which is Cassie's new label. She gets upset. Her and her sister Cassie, Brandy, get into it. And the next thing you know, Carlotta done wretched all the way around. Yes, I said wretched. She wretched all the way around and stole on Cassie. I mean, she knocked her out. And then they was up there fighting and everything. And Cassie, she just has to win. She's like, you know what? All her life, she's been competing against Carlotta. And Carlotta told her, she was like, you know what? Your dude, he will never, ever be able to do for you what High Heel did for her. And that's the thing. I think she is just really, really jealous. And I don't know. I mean, I don't know why, because it ain't like she's doing all that bad. But, she's a hustler. And I guess she feels like Carlotta has had it much more easier than she has. When in reality, they both have had their struggles. One just makes her money more legally now than the other one. So, anywho, I don't know. But anyway, she got with her boy. She got in her cheeks finally. I was waiting for it. What you say? You said, you are great doing reviews. Oh, thank you. Thanks. I appreciate that. But y'all need to tell me what y'all think about this episode. Um a few questions. As far as Olivia's storyline, do y'all really believe that that is Bianca's sister? Do you think it's a coincidence that she has a great voice, and that she told Alex that her sister had oftentimes told her that one day she sees her up on a stage performing just like Alex? To me, I'm telling y'all, that's still a little suspect for me. Also, as far as Star's baby, who do you guess? Okay, we're gonna take a poll. Do you think the baby is Noah's, or do you think it's the other guys? We're gonna take a poll. I think it's gonna be Noah's. I'm telling you, that baby gonna come out. He gonna be partially black, partially black. He's gonna have curly hair and some brown eyes. But yeah, you think it's Noah's baby too? I really think it's gonna be Noah's, and I think that white dude, he gonna be pumped. He gonna be up there buying all this baby stuff, helping her with the baby shower, putting some baby beds together, all that and some. And then when she has that little baby, they just gonna be gagging. I'm gonna be here for it to watch. I'm gonna be here for it. But anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think about that. And as far as you think it's Noah's? Yep. I'm telling you. Um, Xander. Xander. Do you think that um his shady dealings is going to get Cassie in trouble? I really believe that he's going to start laundering money through her shop, and I think that's what Carlotta believes too. And that's why she's so upset with him, and told him that she finds out that he's doing anything dirty, or that his hands are still dirty like it used to be back in the day. Because I guess from what Cassie was saying, they all used to be involved in some shady dealings way back in the day. But Carlotta, she's been doing right. She's been, abiding by the law. Her record label, everything that she does, is by the law, by the book. Um, but I don't know. I have a bad feeling about this as far as Cassie. Some people can't wait to see her killed off. How do y'all feel? I don't know. I like this Brandy. At first, I was like, this is weird. Seeing Brandy act like this. I mean, even on the TV show, she had Moesha when she played in Cinderella. I mean, she's played in several things. She's created album after album. To see her in this role, at first, I'm just like, I don't know. I don't know. I guess it has to, build on me or whatnot. But I like it now. I like her. A lot of people don't, and they wait for her to get killed off. But y'all let me know what y'all feel, how y'all feel about Brandy's character also. But anyway, I'm gonna get up out of here. Me and my youngest son, we're supposed to be going to the movies, but we're not really agreeing on which movie right now. I can't even remember the name of the movie that he wants to go see. But so we're supposed to have like some kind of movie date. This is the one that graduates next year from high school. But anywho, you guys, thank you for checking in. Thanks for joining me on this review today and commenting in the chat and let me know you're here. Also, don't forget, like the video if you have not already liked the video. Make sure you subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and also share. Please share the video on your favorite social media. And in the meantime and in between time, Primetime Squad, make sure you stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. And I will talk to you later too, guys. See you later, hon.